What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name's Evan, and recently I was fortunate enough to purchase the Inspired Overland lightweight tent. You can see up here, and I just wanted to give my personal review. I've slept in it one night so far. I've only had it for a week. We'll do a quick tear down or setup first, and then we'll do a tear down at the end so we can see how much time it takes. I will go over the things that I like about it. I'll go over things that not necessarily that I don't like about it, but maybe could use some improvements for maybe their future tents to come out later on. So let's get into it. To start, I just wanted to say that in the box, when you get your tent from Inspired Overland, it does come with all the mounting brackets. It does come with a ladder and a mattress already inside. It does fit most racks. I don't know if it wouldn't fit any in particular, as long as you have some crossbars up there. Here's the ladder. It comes in a nice olive green canvas bag, just like the color of the tent, which you will see soon. Let's get this tent open and see how long it takes, and then we'll go inside of it. On the back here, the tent has one little buckle here, and we got two zippers. So we'll get this opened up. And there you have it for setup. It's pretty quick. Once I take the little tension strap off here, it'll extend a little more, and then we can get it as far as it goes if we use the extra struts that are here for the wind. And I'll get those set up and show you what that looked like in just a sec. All right, I pulled the tension strap off, and for now, I just have it hooked onto here, just because I'm not gonna be sleeping in this tonight and have it all set up. However, so this is the back of the tent. You have an entrance here. You got your canvas with your bug net. Right here you have two shoe bags. You might be able to fit some boots in there. Just kind of depends on what size shoe you got. And you got two of them here. We'll leave that one buckled for now. This is also a mounting point for your ladder. You got two little spots here where it clamps in. Up here you have a little window vent. I'll show you how to pop those open once we get the ladder set up and I can get up to it. And both sides are similar, so I'm not going to take you to the other side. Here's a pass-through, which I believe is probably most likely for a decent heater, but you can use it essentially for whatever you want. If you want to run some cords through there to run anything. At night I run the kick-ass 12-volt electric blanket, so I could pass stuff through there to run my awning light and the blanket. So we will go ahead and get this side open as far as I can before putting the ladder here. Let's see. Just unzipped. It's kind of hard to do while holding everything. And last, there's the button. So here is the inside. Now that we finally got that open, give me a second to set up the ladder here, and then we'll go up there and we'll show you all the stuff you have on the inside, all the pockets and stuff to hang things on. Ladder comes nice and packed. If you're using a side entrance, you want to make sure you pop out your struts here temporarily. Just leave them there, because that's where you also hook your ladder into. Go, make sure it's nice and tight in there. And then you're in. Now that I'm up here off camera, I rolled up this first outer canvas edge, or this wall, rolled it up, so that's how you can have it with just the bug net on one side. Holding the camera and trying to do it with one hand is kind of hard, so I just did that off camera. But some of the things that people noticed is maybe these aren't trimmed up very nice. As long as it doesn't come apart, I think it's fine. Aesthetically, it could be a little nicer. Also, throughout, there is some like scuffing on the canvas. I don't know if that will affect anything integrity wise, but it doesn't bother me aesthetic wise. Once we get inside this tent, you'll be able to see a little more of what I'm talking about. Let's see. So let's try and find some of that stuff. Okay, yeah, you can see here a little bit of scuffing on here. I think it has something to do with the crossbars that are underneath. Had some pressure on them, but it doesn't feel like there's anything wrong with the actual canvas, so I think we're good there. This is one of the features, is you have this cargo storage pouch thing. And the reviews that I had watched before, people complained that you can't really put very much in here or anything too heavy, because if you can see it sags pretty easy, especially if you have something in the middle. What I did is I tightened these up a little bit to try and help with it. On all of them, I tightened them up a little more. However, looks like if you had like a third one to keep the center a little bit more tight, it might help. Some more features on the inside would be, let's see, can we see? Oh, here is another storage pouch. It just hooks up into these little things, and then there's one more that hooks up here. You have this. There's also two Velcro straps here, one in each corner. I use that to hang a small little light for at night, and it works out really good. Let me get these other doors open, and then I'll show you some more. All right, I have some other things set up. I have the rain fly set up. I have this bug net wall set up. I'm gonna go to the outside of the tent and show you some of those features and how the windows work. But first, just a quick look. Here's your 1.5" mattress. It's not too terrible to sleep on. Actually, I wouldn't say too terrible at all. It was actually really nice and comfortable. And you have the little condensation mat under here. And then I believe since it's the lightweight, the plastic underneath also helps with a lot of the cushioning on the tent. They do say they allow up to a 3-inch mattress in the tent where you can close it with that in here. So right now I'm just having blankets in here until we get an upgraded mattress, or if we decide we need one or not. So let's go around the outside and take a look at some of these features here. So that door is just obviously just open. Here's the rain fly. In some other reviews that I've watched, people's complaint about the rain fly is that it has a little bit of droop in the middle here. They want it to be more angled so that there's more tightness to it. It doesn't quite bother me. Actually, doesn't bother me at all. However, I wish there was a separate wall between the rain fly and here. That way, at night, if you didn't want this, or if you wanted to leave this up at night, the rain fly, if you wanted to leave that up all night, you have to have just this bug net open like this, because there's no in-between wall to shut it off. I think in the future, I'd like to see them have maybe another inner piece that you could close off this wall so that you don't have to take the rain fly down every night to shut the wall. Because I assume if you're using the rain fly for the rain, it's probably not the warmest weather, depending on where you're at least not where I'm at in the Pacific Northwest. So every night, if I'm using this, I'm going to have to take it down before bed, which mainly I just like the way it looks up there. I don't know how much I'll use it for the rain. I think if it's raining, I'll just leave it shut the whole time and then have bug nets open and stuff for ventilation. Let's see, there's a window here. I'll see if I can show you how to do that with one hand. Let's see. We might have to go to the other one. Oh no, we can get this. So it's pretty slick. They just have this little tiny stiff piece in here. Got Velcro on the end. Velcro up here. Just like that, you got a window open. One other thing that I noticed, and I can only imagine, is in the rails here. Let's see if we can find one. So in the rails right there, you can see all the way down to the car. I'm assuming those are drain holes for when it does rain. Because you got the outer canvas here, so everything will drain probably down into this rail and then out those holes is what I'm assuming, which is pretty convenient. And then you can see on this side too, there's another pass-through for either a diesel heater or some wiring if you are plugged into a portable battery. Overall, I think the tent's a great tent. Like I said, I would just like to see an extra wall there so that I could shut that and leave the rain fly. So I think theoretically maybe it should be called a sunshade, because you're not gonna leave it open during the rain when you go to sleep. The only other thing that I could think of that I'm slightly concerned about, but I knew going into this tent, especially being my first tent, that it is a soft top. I do take some trails to go camping that are pretty tight, and I hope it can withstand some hits from branches and things like that. Otherwise, eventually I'll have to upgrade to a hard shell. But overall, I think the tent, it looks great. I love that it's only 85 pounds. It's not like I'm carrying 4 passengers or it's anything like that with these 200-300 pounds tents. If you have any questions about it, let me know. Oh, one last thing. A lot of people say they don't necessarily run these extra supports. However, I noticed if you just run them, your tent, you can actually pop it up slightly higher and lock it into place. And then it has these little straps that wrap around. I don't know if you can see that very well. And it actually keeps the tent a little tight also. So for when it is windy, it doesn't have as much sag in it to be blown around. This these actual supports here, I think they could use a better locking system up there. My CVT awning supports, they have a similar twist to lock situation, but these ones don't get that tight. If you twist it to get it tight, you'll just go past and have to go back and get it. So it doesn't get super tight, so you gotta just not over tighten it. If you have any questions, comments, if you want to know anything else about the tent, I'll see what I can answer for you guys. But other than that, I will just show you guys how it breaks down, and that'll be it. Feel free to like, subscribe, and leave any questions or tips in the sleeping space in this tent is good. For me personally, I'm only 5'8", 5'9". So for me and my son, this is gonna be a perfect size tent. If you are 6 feet or taller, you're probably not gonna fit in this particular tent. They are coming out with an XL tent, which might be better suited if you wanna go with a lightweight and just a little bit bigger. Ladder locks in snug. get our tension strap in. Tension strap just helps it collapse a little easier. Helps suck it all in on the way down. There we go. And then it has this convenient strap, which I seem to have cut here. To make sure that's tight. That for packing it down. As you can see, zippers can be a little bit of a hassle, but you know, you kind of trade some things when you go lightweight. You trade clamps and hard shells for soft shells and zippers, but not a big deal. Love the tent. Let me know what you guys think.